What's going on here?
Nathan! It's not what it looks like. Nathan looked at us with complete disgust and said,
How could you? Is this why you were so weird about Drew? Because you've been sneaking around with him?
Tears were now streaming down his face.
The wedding's off.
He said so softly before walking out the door. I tried chasing Nathan out, but everyone was there at the party. I couldn't make a scene and have everyone realize what was happening. Instead, I stormed back into the room to yell at Drew for what he just tried to do. What the heck is your problem? Why are you doing this to me?
Because you broke my heart, Lily, and now I'm going to ruin your wedding. I guess you have nowhere else to run except back to me.
I will never love a selfish, horrible person like you. I screamed before running out the front door so I could go home and find my Nathan. Once I reached our apartment, I had a strange sense that someone had already been through the door. That must be Nathan waiting for me. Maybe even packing up his things, I thought with pure dread. I creaked the door open and peered inside all the rooms. No one was home. It was just empty and dark. My heart sank to my stomach. If he didn't come home, then where the hell was he? I tried calling out for him. Nathan? Nathan!
You never learn, do you?
I heard a voice from behind. Drew walked in and locked the door behind him. Ah! I screamed! Get away from me, you creep! Leave me alone! Haven't you done enough damage?
Get in the bedroom, Lil.
I began panicking. I looked for every possible way I could escape. Then I remembered. We had a fire exit stairway in my bedroom. I quickly darted towards the bedroom, but Drew was too quick. He chased me and managed to stop me from slamming the door on his face. He pushed me onto the bed and grinned.
Now, you're gonna listen to me, Lily. If we want this to work out, I'm going to need you to cooperate. First of all, I want you to pack Nathan's things so that I can leave them outside for him. That way, he really knows you no longer want to be with him. Then, we can have some fun.
I was terrified of Drew. I didn't know what he had planned, and if I didn't listen, he might hurt me. I tried holding my tears and packed Nathan's things into a suitcase. Drew, please, let me go. You don't want to do this. What happened to the sweet Drew I once knew? I said desperately.
The sweet Drew is right here, Lily, and he's going to make you a very happy girl. Now, please keep packing, will you? And not another word, or else I won't be so nice.
Tears were now streaming down my face. I couldn't think of anything I could do anymore. But just before I lost hope, I heard a click sound coming from outside.
Lily? Are you home?
Nathan! Nathan, help! Drew's got me in the bedroom, help! I screamed. Drew rushed over and grabbed me, clamping my mouth shut. Nathan came storming into the bedroom with a look of complete shock.
Let her go. What are you doing?
Lily's leaving you for me. Don't make me hurt her. I have something in my pocket and you wouldn't want me to use it now, would you?
Please, just let her go.
I noticed Drew was too busy looking at Nathan and took this as my chance to quickly bite his hand.
Ow!
He squealed in pain. And as fast as ever, Nathan ran up to Drew and tackled him away from me. While they were brawling it out at the side, I ran over to my phone and quickly called 911. Not even 5 minutes had gone by and the police had now arrived. Nathan had managed to hold Drew down so that the police could come and take him. A few hours had passed and we finally sorted everything out with the police. Now, it was just Nathan and I. We lay in our bedroom ground completely exhausted. It was 2 a.m. and our wedding was tomorrow. But on the bright side, me and Nathan had talked everything out. I told him the truth about everything, the apps, the boys, and how I met Drew. I explained how much of a wreck I was back then too, and thankfully, he forgave me in the end. It was the morning of my wedding. Everything was just the way it was supposed to be. Almost like that crazy night before never happened. The venue was beautiful, there were flowers everywhere, the sun was shining and all the guests were laughing throughout the day. I had never felt more special and beautiful in my wedding dress, and I just knew today was going to be perfect. During our ceremony, Nathan and I exchanged the sweetest vows. I even teared up. "I now pronounce you husband and wife," the priest said. I turned to Nathan, kissed him, and we walked down the aisle. But right as I reached the end of the aisle, I saw a familiar figure standing at the back. Was that? Oh God. Charlie?